Minutes after shot, Imran smiles. Pakistan's total implosion on live TV.
And this doesn't just have implications for Imran Khan's whole well-being. This is about what happens in Pakistan next. It's about the government, it's about the army, it's about the establishment, all of them colliding and imploding. 14 pieces of video footage that nobody else has, and all of which you will see here only on India Today. I'm Shiv, Aroor, the channel that broke the story here in the Indian media of the attack on Imran Khan, has the only reporters on the ground reporting on it, and the only footage that you will see that pieces together the entire sequence of events. Thanks very much for tuning in. These are the headlines. Imran Khan shot during his Long March rally in Wazirabad in Pakistani Punjab. His party calls it an attempt to assassinate. The former Pakistan Prime Minister says he's got a second lease of life. Big twist in the Coimbatore terror attack. It's a national exclusive by India Today. Stunning recoveries made from main accused Jamesha Mubin's house. Handwritten notes and diagrams talk about jihad. As Delhi's air quality reaches hazardous levels, stubble burning continues unchallenged. Netas pass the buck. India Today, the only channel reporting from the crop burning centres of Punjab, including Bhagwant Man's own constituency. Tension prevails across Munugod, Telangana, as crucial bipole concludes. Clashes between BJP and TRS workers erupts. Cash found in TRS MLA's car. State of War Gujarat officially kicks off. Polls to be held in two phases, 1st and 5th December, with results on the 8th of December. It is the big story that is being talked about everywhere. The top story at this hour is the attack on former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. A quick first look at the defining images if you're only just joining us on this big breaking story coming out of Pakistan. Imran Khan was shot at during his Long March rally in Wazirabad. There he is perched atop his container truck. This is in Pakistani Punjab. At least 8 people have been injured and 1 reported dead. This clip captures the shots being fired. Then we've got Imran Khan seen limping out of his container, smile on his face after he had been shot. This was him being escorted into his vehicle, and then he emerged smiling to wave at his supporters, all in a matter of just a few minutes. Defining image number 3 was Imran Khan seen being taken on a stretcher and then walking into the hospital, carried by his supporters. His party has called what happened an assassination bid on Imran Khan's life. Imran Khan's attacker was also caught on camera. He was seen wielding a weapon. The attacker has been nabbed and has confessed that he came to apparently kill Imran Khan, though the man in these images was someone who actually tried to save Imran Khan. Another PTI leader, the former governor of Sindh province, who was seen in viral pictures of his blood-stained clothing, has also been injured in the attack. He's out of danger. He's speaking to the press. Pakistan is a country that is never really far away from chaos, and this evening has perhaps taken that entirely to the next level. 14 pieces of video footage, a sequence just 25 minutes long, that really defines and epitomizes the volatility, the violence, and the unpredictability of this country called Pakistan. Total chaos in that nation after Pakistan's former Prime Minister, celebrity cricketer Imran Khan, was shot. Imran Khan was addressing a rally as part of his long march in Wazirabad in Pakistani Punjab when shots were fired. Imran sustained bullet injuries on his legs but was evacuated safely. An assailant was seen brandishing a weapon at the rally. As of now, 1 person has died in the attack and 8 are severely injured. Apart from Imran Khan, former Sindh governor as well as PTI leader Faisal Javed, the man in those viral blood-stained images, has also been injured. Imran's party has called the attack a bid to assassinate. Here's what happened. Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan shot. As his long march to Islamabad reached Wazirabad on Thursday evening, a man fired at Imran's container, leading to utter chaos. Imran Khan, who reportedly suffered bullet injuries on both of his legs, was taken to hospital immediately. He is said to be out of danger now. 8 people, including the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chief and party leader Faisal Javed, were injured in the attack. 1 person was killed. The PTI called the attack an assassination bid on the former Pakistan Prime Minister.
पाकिस्तान के अवाम की क़यादत करने वालों को हटा दिया जाए, उनके ऊपर कातिलाना हमले किए जाए और उनको मिटा दिया जाए। ये पहला मौका नहीं है पाकिस्तान में। इमरान खान के ऊपर हमला पाकिस्तान के ऊपर हमला है। जो इसके पीछे है वो कान खुल के सुन ले, आप कान खोल के सुन ले, हम इसका बदला लेंगे इंशाअल्लाह।
The assailant was immediately nabbed. He was seen being taken by security forces into a vehicle.
ये सर मैंने इसलिए किया है कि ये लोगों को गुमराह कर रहा था इमरान खान, और मुझसे ये चीज़ देखी नहीं गई और मैंने इसको मार दिया। मारने की कोशिश की, पूरी मारने की कोशिश की कि मैं इसको मारूं, सिर्फ और सिर्फ इमरान खान को और किसी को नहीं।
In his first statement after the shooting, Imran said, "Allah has given me another life. I will fight back, inshallah." Pakistan's current Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has condemned the firing on Imran and called for an immediate investigation. The attack on Imran Khan comes days after he took on the army and the ISI, forcing the Pakistani spy agency to make an unprecedented public statement against the former Prime Minister. As chaos takes over once again in Pakistan, the big question is, who wanted to kill Imran Khan? Or was this just a warning shot? Bureau Report, India Today. And I want to take this across now to our guests because this is a story in motion. Imran Khan is in Lahore. He's being treated there for this apparent gunshot wound. Things have moved very rapidly since India Today broke the story earlier today. Joining me live for a perspective on what they think happened and what happens next, most crucially, Lieutenant General Syed Atta Hasnain, former General Officer commanding of the 15th Corps and a close watcher of Pakistani issues. Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma is Distinguished Fellow of the Center for Land and Warfare Studies. Kamar Chima is a well-known strategic and political analyst from Pakistan. Sushant Sareen is a very well-known strategic affairs and expert and close Pakistan watcher from here in India. Tariq Fatah will be joining us in a moment from now from Pakistan. Air Marshal Riazuddin Sheikh is a defense analyst from Pakistan who will be joining us live. General Hasnain, I'd like to quickly come to you first, sir. This happened so quickly. There are 14 pieces of video footage which only viewers of India Today have seen that, it is our attempt to sort of piece together this very, very chaotic scene that has taken place. What does it seem like to you, General Hasnain?
Thank you, Shiv. Thank you for inviting me for this very important show this evening. There are two aspects to it. One is the event itself, and second is the impact. Yeah. What I will do in the time allotted to me is that I will look at the event itself and leave it to my other fellow panelists to analyze the impact. What I look at it is that there's a range of reasons which could be ascribed to this. This could be just a lone wolf attack, someone who is peeved with the issues which Imran Khan has been raising from time to time. The other scenario is that it is Imran Khan himself who thinks that At this stage, a staged act of this kind may possibly add to his overall total popularity. He is perceiving that he is already popular, his party is getting popular in an area such as Punjab where he's not supposed to be getting so popular. He is already winning a couple of elections and by-elections. Now, what are the next steps? Perhaps doing something like this, a huge rally which is behind him, and acting something out of that. That is one. The army, I don't think the army would want to make Imran Khan more popular by shooting him. Or even if they do it, they'll do it much more efficiently. This is not an act by the army itself. The opposition, it's too early. The elections are next year sometime. Why give him this leeway right through? So it can be an intra-TEI affair itself. There are leadership issues within the TEI itself also. Yeah. So there's a range of issues here. The consensus which I come to my mind is that this is something from within the establishment itself. There's a huge rally taking place. Yeah. Perhaps they've overplayed it. They don't want to take it to go beyond. They perhaps wish to stop it 300 kilometers away from Islamabad at this time, and they found that this is one means by which they could do it. Imran Khan came out smiling out of this whole thing.
Yeah, that just minutes after he was shot, in fact.
This is itself very suspicious. So, all in all, that is my broad assessment at this stage of the event.
Okay. Sushant Sareen, what do you think? You know, yes, of course, there are a wide variety of possibilities. It's never easy to sort of pinpoint precisely what may have happened. And the beauty of Pakistan is we may actually never know. But what's your hunch? Staged operation, for relevance, sympathy, sort of consolidate popularity, honorable exit, warning shot by the establishment. What do you think?
Look, number one, I won't rule out any possibility. Yeah. It is entirely possible that this is a false flag attack. Most of the people who have been injured, I believe, are people who were in the crowds below. Yeah. These are not people. Now, the moment there's a machine pistol firing, and somebody catches hold of the guy and the firing is sprayed all over the place, people will get injured. If supposing there was a professional assassin who wanted to target Imran Khan, then why would he shoot him in the leg? We don't even know the people who are on the truck, whether they got shot or they got injured when they were ducking or, in the melee that followed. We don't know that as yet. So it's all a matter of speculation right now. True. Imran Khan apparently has been shot, but, there's nothing serious. Now, whether he's been shot, it's a shrapnel, what it is, we don't know. So if it was a professional assassin, he would have finished the job. If the army, which has been known to carry out assassinations, which has been known to be quite professional at this kind of a task, I don't think they would have done such a shoddy job. So, and the army also knows, Shiv, that the army is under tremendous pressure. There is a clip I've just tweeted by somebody that in Peshawar, there are crowds which are trying to attack the Peshawar Corps Commander's house. Now, the army would not be that stupid. If they wanted to take action against Imran, they could have taken it so many months back. The reason, and I have been saying this time and time again, the reason the army has not taken any strong step against Imran Khan is because not only is the Pakistani society divided right in the middle, but the Pakistan army is also facing serious divisions and dissensions within its ranks. And the army was afraid that if they took any strong action against Imran Khan, there could be an Arab Spring-like situation, with the Pakistani flavor, of course, in Pakistan. So I think they would have wanted to avoid it. I simply put it past people like Rana Sanola or Shawaz Sharif. They might hate Imran Khan's guts. They might want to target him politically. They might want to finish him politically. But I don't think they are people who will, pay assassins and try and get him bummed off. What is more likely is that whether, it is entirely possible if for whatever that confession is worth, that this was some deranged character who decided that, he will kill Imran Khan for the glory of Islam. And Pakistan has its share of crazies. It could be a militant group, which could want to target him and want chaos and anarchy inside Pakistan, because that would serve their purposes.
Yes.
It could be somebody else. It could be a false flag attack, and I don't rule it past Imran Khan and his antics.
Okay,
they could have staged something like this. So I think the possibilities are endless. But just one final point. One final point. It does not matter who is behind it. I think what is important is that how this will play out in the political realm. And on that, I think it's a slam dunk for Imran Khan. I think his movement is going to get so much of power behind it that it will be very difficult for the establishment and the government to resist it anymore.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the impact that this is having, the very compelling pictures that this has. And Kamar Chima, I'd like to bring you in, is, you know, what happens next? This is still a story that's unfolding because Imran Khan is in hospital right now. He came out and waved at his fans. What is the perception there? Deep divisions within Pakistan, even about what may have happened to Imran Khan or who the attacker may have been. What do you think? There is a sense of false flag not being ruled out, but what do you think, Kamar?
Well, I think since Imran Khan has lost the powers from that time, the narrative or the political ideas which he wanted that the people should buy, the people were buying those ideas. Either they were anti-establishment, anti-US, anti-media. So the religion card, whatever Imran Khan wanted, those narratives have automatically been bought by the society. One thing. Secondly, the Wazirabad, Gujarat, that is my hometown as well. So if you just look at in that locality, Punjab, that is a province where the Imran Khan has a power. He has a chief minister, and he was getting all foolproof security from the province. But what I foresee in coming days and times is that there will be further political polarization. Remember, the Imran Khans, the followers of Imran Khan, they are already very charged. They have taken sides. They do not trust anyone. They have given tough statements about establishment, about media, about the US, about so many other things. So right now, what matters for the entire system is that whether the political parties they can sit together or not. What seems now is that Imran Khan was never sitting with them even before.
I don't think this is a question of Imran sitting with anybody. I think this is a question of Imran Khan, as Sushant said, getting to consolidate, a significant amount of popularity with this very dramatic event that's taken place today. I'll come back to you, Kamar. Air Marshal Riazuddin Sheikh, who's also a defense analyst and is with us live from Pakistan. Good evening to you, sir. Air Marshal, what do you think happened, sir? What do you think happened? I mean, I know there are, a large number of possibilities, but I want to know what you think. Was this false flag? Was this Imran Khan, looking for some kind of an honorable bookend to his long march? What do you think happened here, sir?
Good day to all of you. I was listening to your conversation, and yes, there are many players in this. What happened is, I think, first of all, the people who are going to be looking at this closely are going to be some which are within Pakistan, some which are regional, some which are international. Looking at this just internally, that's the military. Then comes your present government. Then comes Imran Khan. Then comes your media, and then comes, of course, among them there's the fourth player or important player is your media, like I mentioned. I don't know if I covered everybody. All these people which are there, they have a stake in whatever has happened today and whatever is going to come out of it subsequently. Now, in the region, you have Iran, Afghanistan, India, and of course, in a larger context, you have China there too.
But Air Marshal, that's the big picture. I'm asking you a very specific question. Who do you think fired those shots, sir?
I'm coming to just allow me a minute. I'm coming to that. Basically, perceptions are more important than realities. Here, there is a very strong perception that they think that it is a false flag operation, but it's a false flag operation conducted by probably the Americans, and it has been aided by the Indians with the intent that destabilize Pakistan. And after it's been destabilized, do what you want to, because once Pakistan destabilized, you can do your agenda in this region however you want to. As it is being governed the way it is.
I'm surprised, Marshal. I was hoping for I mean, I was hoping for a slightly more educated answer than that. I mean, at a time when, even Indian analysts are, providing options and possibilities, you're like jumping to blame India. I see Sushant's hand up. He just wants to quickly respond. He quickly respond, then I'll come back to you, sir. Quickly respond with your permission. Sushant?
I would like to ask the gentleman. He says that India might be...
Perceptions are more important than reality.
He has to keep quiet,
Marshall, just one sec. Just listen into the question that Sushant has for you.
Look, here's the thing. If India wanted to actually destabilize Pakistan, we would be rooting for Imran Khan. I think the amount of damage Imran Khan has done to Pakistan, nobody else has done. And I personally, as a Pakistan watcher, have wished Imran Khan on Pakistan for many, many years. So I think the Air Marshal has got it wrong, but probably he's from, the Imran Khan camp of retired officers. So I don't blame him. The second thing is, this whole thing that India wants to blame. Now, did India tell Fawad Chaudhry to make that blood-curdling speech, warning of revenge and bloodshed and spilling blood on the streets of Pakistan? Did India do this? Has that destabilized Pakistan more, or whatever, the Indian media is doing right now? So, these guys, these retired generals and these air marshals from the Pakistan army who are following Imran Khan and who are youthiyas in their retirement age, I think they need to get a reality check rather than just, going haywire. Okay, reality check. Air Marshal, I'll give you a chance to respond. I quickly want to get Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma also in on this. General Sharma, what do you think? I mean, the impulsive move is to, find an India angle in this whole thing. I'm not saying that's a general view, but many people we've been speaking to on our coverage have indicated an, possible perception that India has a hand in this whole thing. How would you respond to that, General Sharma?
Yeah, thank you, Shiv, for inviting me. Firstly, I will not honor a response to this India question. I think it doesn't require a response. Yeah, but having said that, I think the assassin who tried to do this act today was a slipshod act. He was not a professional in a country which has seen Benazir Bhutto and Liaquat Ali Khan and Ziaul Haq all having gone away and no answers to be found for that. This is not an attempt worth mentioning as a strong assassin's attempt. Yeah, it was just a slipshod affair. But having said that, I would also like to state the impact and what I feel is right. The writing was on the wall. Probably the chief was to be announced in the couple of days. This becomes now an issue because the chief is the issue, and Imran Khan was wanting a 6 months extension to him so that the elections could be carried out, and he should have been invited to make the next chief. So that the chief's announcement becomes a little issue here, and I hope that this. I feel that this may vision elections to be carried out in an early time frame. As per the constitution, it takes 90 days to hold elections. So I think this event and the mobilization of masses that Imran Khan has pulled together in the course of last 6 months, especially of the recent times, I think the elections will be preponed in a manner to take place, say, in February, so that Jal Bajwa gets 6 months and the next chief is announced by the next prime minister. I think that's a very major impact, and he has pushed the whole events which were being planned by the present prime minister to be carried out in normal course in 1 year, or the chief to be changed immediately. I think all that goes skewed away hereafter.
Because Sushant earlier had said that, people watch Game of Thrones, he watches Pakistan. That's, that's not sounding like a joke anymore. It's really true the way things are actually playing out. Kamar, Imran Khan has some cards in his hand now. After these bullets have flown, his popularity, the masses that he's been leading on these marches, he appears to be in a bit of a driving seat as far as this whole, this attack is concerned. He comes out of this, like Sushant said, perceptionally speaking, looking like the guy who's been attacked because he's on the rise.
Well, we have yet to reach the conclusion, I would say. But there are many people who are saying that the man who has been used for all this, he may not be the person who is doing all this. There may be someone who is behind that.
Who is it?
Perception. But let me tell you, I just can't reach the conclusion. In the past, we have seen the militant Islamic forces like TTP has been involved, or Al-Qaeda have been involved in assassinating leaders. If you go back a few years back, the political leaders have been assassinated in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Awami National Party, Pakistan People's Party, even to some extent the MQM in Karachi. They have been targeted by the militant Islamist force. But Imran Khan has not been targeted by them because Imran Khan was very pro-Taliban. He has given statements. He was always been speaking against the drone strikes. So Imran Khan was considered even
seems unlikely. That seems unlikely. I mean, that seems really unlikely, Kamar. Even you know it's unlikely.
Yes. So I'm saying that we have yet to reach the conclusion. And at the same time, I want to raise one more thing. All the political parties, even the PTI themselves, they have been charging their own people that tear apart system, go and get them, go for violence. Even Sheikh Rashid and many others have been saying all such kind of revolutionary statements from the containers. So how much the environment politically charged in the country, that is something. People are divided.
Because I'll tell you, see, I'm also a journalist and I don't believe we should jump to any conclusions, but it also occurs to me that the truth may never be known. So, jumping to conclusions and speculating is all that we can actually do when it comes to something like this in Pakistan, because God knows when we're ever going to know the truth. General Hasnain, immediately after the story broke today, immediately, Sushant was on my show as well, like minutes after it broke, you had PTI leaders on the show saying Rana Sanaullah, the Interior Minister of Pakistan, is responsible, and they had all these details about how this attack has been carried out because of, Imran Khan's rising popularity and his vitriolic attacks on the system. What do you think? I mean, because frankly, we are never going to really know what happened or who said what.
See, Shiv, I will add another angle to it. After hearing the good Air Marshal from there, obviously an attempt has been made by the Inter-Services Public Relations to make sure that they divert attention from this whole thing and push it on to the United States and India, right? Now, from our side, we must make sure, the Indian media must make sure no response. Yeah. Please, no response. Yeah. Let's give no relevance to statements of this kind. He himself says perception is more important than reality. He is creating the perception, not we. And we must not assist them in creating this perception. So I hope the Indian media is good, mature enough to ensure they don't respond.
No, absolutely. Air Marshal Riazuddin Sheikh, you want to respond to that? I mean, keeping this silly India angle aside, sir. Speaking strictly of Imran Khan, we can talk about perceptions for certain, but politically speaking in Pakistan, what kind of impact does this have?
You see, I am glad that General Hussain is here on this program, because he will understand one thing, that a person coming there carrying a gun, a pistol, AK-47, doesn't just pick up one and start shooting. You need to have some amount of training to do that. You can't just be a random person who's got a gun in his hand, somebody's given it to him and he just goes and shoots. He can't be doing that. There is, of course, going to be destabilization. Definitely there's going to be a destabilization by this event in Pakistan. Would you agree to say that? If there is, then somebody is going to benefit from that destabilization.
I can name you many agencies which will want to destabilize Pakistan within itself.
Well, let me please carry on if you don't mind. If there is going to be destabilization, then the destabilization, somebody is going to gain from it.
But India doesn't gain from it,
sir. Is going to be who? Military? Is it going to be the government in power? Is it going to be the third forces which are you refer to, that is TTP and the people like that? Or it is going to be Imran Khan? Who is going to be the gainer of this all? Somebody is going to gain and somebody is going to lose out of it. So who's going to gain and who's going to lose out of this? So what are they going to be reactions to that? Now, when I said the perceptions are important, is because perceptions are there. And the perception I am sharing with you is what perception is here. I'm sitting here. You are sitting in Delhi. And you are perceiving those perceptions, or you are actually thinking that this is what is happening over there. I'm telling you that what people are saying over here. Sir. The people in the street are saying that.
Air Marshal Sheikh, I have to stop you there for a moment. I doubt that. We've been speaking to Pakistani journalists and analysts ever since we broke the story earlier today. You're the first person who's mentioned something like this. I'm kind of fascinated, and I agree with General Hasnain when he says that it shouldn't be given any importance whatsoever. Sushant, you wanna respond to that perception quickly?
Yeah, I want to respond to it because obviously, ask the gentleman, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, what is the perception of who killed Arshad Sharif? Was it the Indians? Or what is the perception in Pakistan? Everybody says the ISI got him bumped off, right? If supposing the perception in Pakistan right now, it might be in Sherlock's head, but if the perception in Pakistan right now is that it was the Indians who are behind this, then why are they attacking the Peshawar Corps Commander's house? Or is it because they think that the Peshawar Corps Commander is is a Ra agent, as you call them? What kind of ridiculous logic these people give? They made a hellhole of their own country, but they want to point something else at somebody else, right? The TTP went wrong until, as long as these guys were supporting the TTP, it was their strategic asset. Once it started targeting these fellows, they called it a Ra asset. The same thing with the Taliban. They worked assiduously for 20 years to bring the Taliban into power. Now these guys are regretting it. The Pakistani, mindset, and all these retired fellows in Pakistan become Sherlock Holmes. That look at the motive, look at the reason, look at this, look at that. As though, I frankly, it's kind of infuriating even talking to these guys.
Okay, let's leave aside this perception and what you described just now. But final comments from all of our guests right now. To you first, General Sharma. Very difficult to, guess, speculate, predict what's going to happen next in a country like Pakistan. But especially after an evening like this, what do you think Imran Khan's next move will be? Because this comes at the end of this long march that he's had. He's trying to drum it up as a big uprising within Pakistan. Do you think there will be a next chapter as far as this is concerned?
Yeah. So I'll make 2 points. Talking of destabilization, as has been spoken of earlier, Pakistan stand destabilized in the course of last full 1 year, and we had nothing to do with it. It's all internal affairs. So destabilization, It didn't start today. Having said that, I think what Imran Khan has been saying on the course of last 6 months, and specifically so in the course of last 1 month, that the elections must take place immediately and the chief must not be announced. Yeah. I think with the bullet which is passed through his leg, he has all the more strength to now say so. Okay, look, I have been shot at. There have been assassination attempt. Please accept my view now that there should be elections within 90 days, and there should be the chief must not be announced immediately, even if a short-time extension can be given to Jan Bajwa. That, I think, is what is the outcome which will come out in the course of next few days. My opinion of it.
We broke the story today, and we're hoping to stay with the story to see how it actually unfolds. There will be a lot of shadow play. We won't see most of what's happening because obviously the establishment will have gotten involved. You'll see very little come out of Pakistan, but we won't stop reporting it. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on this quick discussion on what happens after Imran Khan has been shot in Wazirabad, Pakistan. That's a wrap on this discussion. Stay tuned to India Today. Much more coming up on the other side of this break.
India Today Conclave, November 4th and 5th, Mumbai. Listen to Nitin Gadkari, Piyush Goyal, Eknath Shinde, Kiran Rijiju, Devendra Fadnavis, Aditya Thackeray, K. Annamalai, Abhishek Bachchan, Varun Dhawan, Bhumi Pednekar, Professor Badri Narayan, Manu S. Pillai, Rohit Kamath and Lavina Sirohi, Burgess Driver. Book your seat now. Visit www.indiatodayconclave.com. Conclave Mumbai 22.
ရဲ့အမှုပညာစစ်စစ်လည်းဖြစ်တယ်ရိုးရာလည်းဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီပညာရက်ကကြောက်ွယ်သွားတာအရင်နှမျိုးပုံလည်းကောင်းတယ်ဖော်ထုတ်ရမှလည်းသိမရှိကြဘူးဒါတချို့ကတဖြည်းဖြည်းပြောက်ွယ်သွားတယ်ပစ္စည်းကရှားပါလာလို့ပြောက်ွယ်သွားတယ်လည်းပါတယ်နောက်ကစားတဲ့အခါမှာနည်းနည်းတက်ခဲ့တယ်သူမလိုက်နိုင်ဘူးစိတ်ပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာနဲ့အာယုပိုင်းတွေကစားတဲ့အတွက်တက်ခဲ့နည်းနည်းလာလည်းပါတယ်
ဘူးကျော်နဲ့ဖိုးဖိုးလိုမျိုးဘူးကျော်နဲ့ပညာရှင်တွေတယောက်ဖြစ်ချင်တယ်ပေါ့နော်ဖိုးဖိုးတက်တော်အောင်ဖိုးဖိုးလိုမျိုးဖြစ်အောင်ဖိုးဖိုးလိုမျိုးချင်းရဝကြပြကြိုးစားပါမယ်နော်
Welcome. We're on the campaign trail in Himachal Pradesh and my special guest today is the Union Information and Broadcasting Minister and the youth icon of the state of Himachal Pradesh, Anurag Thakur. Anurag Thakur ji, स्वागत है आपका जब भी मिनट में।
बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद राहुल जी और आपका भी देवभूमि वीरभूमि हिमाचल प्रदेश में जिला बिलासपुर में बहुत स्वागत है।
मैं देख रहा था जैसे हम लोग यहाँ पे इस चुनावी सभा में आ रहे थे, हर बार युवाओं के बीच में खासतौर से और महिलाओं में आपका जो क्रेज है एक तरीके से बढ़ता चला जा रहा है। काफी हद तक अपने आप को आपने एक यूथ आइकन के तौर पे यहाँ हिमाचल प्रदेश में एस्टेब्लिश किया।
ये लोगों का प्यार है, 4 बार इलेक्शन लड़ना जीतना ये बगैर जन समर्थन के नहीं हो पाता है। और अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ की मातृशक्ति हो, वो एक बेटे की तरह मानती है, बहनें भाई की तरह प्यार देती हैं। और युवा साथियों में जो जोश है वो बिल्कुल अलग इसलिए दिखता है कि उनको लगता है कि उनके बीच में से एक युवा कहीं ना कहीं संसद तक पहुंचा है।
आप भाषण दे रहे थे ऊपर, मैं नीचे लोगों से बातचीत कर रहा था और उनमें से कई आए और बोले कि चीफ मिनिस्टर तो इन्हीं को होना चाहिए, इन्हीं को हम अपना नेता मानते हैं। देखो पीछे अभी भी सब लोग यही
लोगों के अपनी इच्छाएं होती हैं, अपने इरादे होते हैं, लेकिन कार्यकर्ता तो पार्टी का समर्पित कार्यकर्ता के रूप में काम ही करता है। और मुझे लगता है पद केवल अपने सेवाएं देने के लिए होता है। आप किसी भी पद पे रहेंगे, जहां मैं दिल्ली में मोदी जी की सरकार में काम करता हूं, जो अवसर उन्होंने दिए हैं वो छोटा अवसर नहीं है जी।
इस कैंपेन के दौरान मैं देख रहा था आपका एक वीडियो वायरल हुआ जिसमें आप काफी इमोशनल हो गए, भावुक हो गए, आंखों में आंसू आ गए। ये तब हुआ जब ये अनाउंस हुआ कि आपके पिता को टिकट नहीं दी जाएगी उनकी उम्र के चलते, और आप उनके इलाके में थे, वहां पे महिलाएं भी रो रही थी। और मैंने अभी आपको कभी इससे पहले रोते हुए देखा नहीं मैंने आपको।
नहीं, वो टिकट काटने या लड़ने पे नहीं था। 2017 में जब चुनाव ठीक नहीं रहा, उसके बाद 5 साल कार्यकर्ताओं ने उस विधानसभा क्षेत्र में दिन रात एक करके मेहनत की, उस विधानसभा क्षेत्र को खड़ा किया। जब उन कार्यकर्ताओं के बीच में वापस गया तो वो बहुत इमोशनल थे। हालांकि धूमल जी ने कई महीने पहले प्रधानमंत्री जी को पत्र लिख के कह दिया था कि वो चुनाव नहीं लड़ेंगे, तो टिकट कटना ना देने का तो सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता। धूमल जी बहुत वरिष्ठ नेता है, उन्होंने स्वयं कहा कि मैं चुनाव नहीं लड़ूंगा। पार्टी ने भी आयु सीमा तय कर रखी है।
पर क्या इस वक्त घर में परिवार में थोड़ा मलाल है इस बात का कि धूमल जी को जो मिलना चाहिए था एक तरीके से नहीं मिला? क्योंकि इस बार भी रहे, जैसे उत्तराखंड में चीफ मिनिस्टर सिटिंग हार गए पर फिर उनको बना दिया गया, लोकप्रियता भी उनकी थी, जमीन पे भी उनकी प्रेजेंस थी, लेकिन एक तरीके से उनको डिनाई किया गया।
एक नेता और एक कार्यकर्ता के रूप में प्रेम कुमार धूमल जी ने जो उदाहरण पेश किया है वो बेमिसाल है। और आज भी अगर आप उनकी लोकप्रियता देखेंगे तो पूरे प्रदेश भर में उतनी ही है, उससे ज्यादा ही है। तो ये आवश्यक नहीं होता कि जैसे मैंने पहले कहा आप किस पद पे हैं या आपको टिकट मिल रही है, आप लोगों के दिलों पर राज करते हो बहुत महत्व रखता है।
मुझे तो लगता है कि आपका दिल दिल्ली से ज्यादा हिमाचल में ज्यादा है।
आपको ऐसा क्यों लगता है?
पता नहीं, मतलब यहाँ के लोगों का बॉडी लैंग्वेज, आपका यहाँ पे हाव भाव देख के लगता है कि अपने ही राज्य में बैटिंग करने का मौका मिले तो आपको ज्यादा मजा आएगा।
देखिए, अपने ही राज्य में जीतकर तब जाके देश की संसद में मैं हिमाचल की आवाज बन पाता हूँ, और ये इन सबका ही प्यार है, इनके ही मेहनत है, जिसके कारण 4 बार सांसद बनना, लोकसभा का सांसद बनना कोई आसान काम नहीं था, लेकिन हर बार पहले से ज्यादा लीड के साथ जिताया है। ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि लोग प्यार भी करते हैं और आशीर्वाद भी देते हैं।
अच्छा, एक चीज बताइए, क्रिकेट आपका पहला प्यार है या पॉलिटिक्स?
बड़ा मुश्किल सवाल कर दिया। क्रिकेट ही पहला प्यार है, क्योंकि क्रिकेट के माध्यम से ही राजनीति में आया। राजनीति में आने का कभी सोचा नहीं था, लेकिन क्रिकेट में जो करके दिखाया उसके कारण शायद अवसर मिला। धर्मशाला क्रिकेट स्टेडियम हो, ये बिलासपुर में आप अभी हैं, या फिर बाकी जो खेल मैदान है।
क्योंकि जो लोग आपके साथ खेलते थे आपके टाइम पे, वो कहते हैं काफी सीरियस क्रिकेटर थे आप।
तब भी था और अब भी हूँ।
अभी भी? अच्छा, हाँ, वो मैंने देखा है। कभी कभी
खेलने का मौका मिलता नहीं, साल में एक बार मिलता है, लेकिन तब बहुत सीरियस था, क्योंकि अंडर 19, अंडर 16 का मैं कैप्टन भी था, पंजाब का, नॉर्थ जोन का, ऑल इंडिया चैंपियन रहे, रणजी ट्रॉफी से लेके यूनिवर्सिटीज के सभी चैंपियन ही थे। तो सीरियसनेस थी। तो एक ग्रुप आता है जो अच्छा करता है और अच्छा आगे लेके जाता है।
कभी आप सपने सोच रहे थे इंडिया के लिए खेलने के?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
तो मलाल है कि वो, मतलब आप स्टेट तक खेल पाए, आगे नहीं जा पाए?
बहुत कम उम्र में छोड़ना पड़ा राहुल जी, 20 साल की उम्र में छोड़ दिया था खेल।
क्यों छोड़ा आपने?
परिस्थितियां ऐसी थी कि छोड़ना पड़ा।
इज दैट योर बिगेस्ट रिग्रेट?
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, शायद डेस्टिनी के आगे कुछ नहीं चलता। वो छोड़ के मैंने कामकाज शुरू किया परिवार के बड़े बेटे होने के नाते, और वहीं से जब सोचा नहीं था तो हिमाचल क्रिकेट संघ का अध्यक्ष बना। तब भी लगता था क्रिकेट और शायद बाकी कामकाज तक ही सीमित रहने वाला हूँ, लेकिन वहीं से राजनीति का रास्ता खुला। तो जिंदगी आपको कहाँ ले जाएगी कब पता नहीं चलता, लेकिन जहां पर भी आप जाओ अपना 100% देना चाहिए दिल से, चाहे वो राजनीति है या आपके बाकी कुछ भी है। किसी भी फील्ड में आप हो तो आपको कुछ ना कुछ करना चाहिए।
अच्छा, आपने भी डिसाइड कर लिया था कि मैं तभी खत्म करूंगा जब एक बार लग जाए छक्का? हाँ,
इतनी देर के बाद खेलना और शॉट मारना बड़ा मुश्किल काम है।
बहुत कंपेटिटिव स्पिरिट है आप में।
मैच में और चुनाव में ज्यादा अंतर नहीं है।
क्या सिमिलैरिटी और क्या फर्क है मैच और चुनाव में?
पिच कैसी है?
हाँ।
चुनाव की या क्रिकेट की, दोनों में बहुत फर्क पड़ता है। ये पिच धीमी है या बॉल उठती नहीं है तो भी आपके स्ट्रोक नहीं लगते, और चुनाव में भी मुद्दे कैसे हैं, माहौल कैसा है, उस पर बहुत फर्क पड़ता है।
आपको देखने को मिलता है आजकल क्रिकेट? आप देख पाए थे इंडिया पाकिस्तान का जो मैच हुआ था?
नहीं, मैं बहुत कम देख पाता हूँ, और ये मैच तो बहुत बड़ा मिस हो गया एक तरह से। रिप्ले भी नहीं देख पाया, लेकिन जब मौका मिलेगा जरूर देखूंगा। लेकिन कहते हैं बहुत शानदार मैच खेला है, और हर कुछ जो लास्ट बॉल पे संभव हो सकता था वो हुआ है।
आपको लगता है कि क्रिकेट और पॉलिटिक्स में एक कॉमनैलिटी ये भी है कि हर आदमी नेता को और क्रिकेटर को ज्ञान देता है, हर को लगता है कि इनसे बेटर तो मैं ही कर सकता हूँ?
अच्छा है, क्योंकि दोनों बहुत लोकप्रिय है।
हाँ।
तो कहीं ना कहीं जहाँ लोगों की इन्वॉल्वमेंट होती है, भागीदारी होती है, तो उसके कारण बहुत फर्क पड़ता है। उतने ही सुझाव आएंगे, उतने ही आप चुनौती भरा सफर होता है, चाहे वो क्रिकेट का हो चाहे राजनीति का हो।
आप कभी चाहोगे फुल टाइम क्रिकेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में वापस जाना?
मुझे लगता है उससे बड़ा दायित्व आज के समय है, जहाँ बाकी खेलों के लिए बहुत कुछ किया जा सकता है, और जो बहुत लंबे समय से एक मांग भी थी कि बाकी खेलों के लिए किया जाए। और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने जिस तरह से टॉप स्कीम हो, टारगेट ओलंपिक पोडियम स्कीम, खेलो इंडिया या बाकी योजनाओं को लेकर आए, उससे खेलों का आधारभूत ढांचा भी बढ़ा, स्पोर्ट्स इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी बढ़ा। बजट 860 करोड़ से बढ़कर 2300 करोड़ पे से ज्यादा कर दिया गया।
तो अभी आपने क्या टारगेट रखा है अगले ओलंपिक्स के लिए?
देखिए, हमारा है कि पिछली बार अगर 7 मेडल जीते थे, डबल डिजिट तो कम से कम हो, लेकिन बहुत सारे गेम्स को और इन्वॉल्व करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आप लिमिटेड गेम्स में मेडल लाते हो। जैसे अगर आप देखोगे ट्रैक एंड फील्ड में या ओवरऑल एथलेटिक्स में देखा जाए तो 121 साल के बाद हमें मेडल मिला, वो भी नीरज चोपड़ा ने जैवलिन थ्रो में दिलाया। ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि भारत में अपार संभावनाएं हैं, लेकिन उस तरह का एक्सपोजर, उस तरह की ट्रेनिंग और साइंटिफिक ट्रेनिंग ये बहुत आवश्यक हो गई।
हम लोग अभी बिलासपुर की गोविंद सागर झील में हैं, और इस बार के हिमाचल इलेक्शंस में और गुजरात में भी एक फर्क पिछले इलेक्शन से ये है कि इस बार आम आदमी पार्टी भी है, खासतौर से गुजरात में और कुछ हद तक हिमाचल में। उनको लग रहा है कि ये द्विपक्षीय नहीं त्रिपक्षीय लड़ाई है, त्रिकोणीय लड़ाई है।
मैं उत्तर प्रदेश के चुनाव में था, सह प्रभारी था भारतीय जनता पार्टी। वहाँ पे ये लोग कहते थे हम इतिहास रचेंगे, सभी 60 सीटों पे जमानत जब्त कराने का आम आदमी पार्टी ने इतिहास रचा। जहाँ तक पंजाब की बात है, वहाँ एंटी इनकम्बेंसी भी थी पंजाब में, और बहुत सारे और इशू जो आपके ध्यान में है उस समय रहे, उसका भी एडवांटेज उनको मिला है। लेकिन पंजाब में सरकार बनाने के बाद जितनी तेजी से इनका ग्राफ गिरा वो आप सबके सामने है। 70 हत्याएं मात्र 3.5 महीने में हुई, गैंग वॉर शुरू हो गई, वहाँ कानून व्यवस्था चरमरा गई है पंजाब में, और आम आदमी पार्टी एक झूठ का पुलिंदा और अराजकता का एक प्रतीक चिन्ह बन के रह गई।
पर मुझे एक चीज बताइए अनुराग जी, अगर आम आदमी पार्टी इतना बड़ा नॉन इशू है तो बीजेपी आए दिन सुबह से लेकर रात तक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके AK-47 ला के दबाई हुई है उनके ऊपर। अगर नॉन फैक्टर तो इग्नोर कर दीजिए उनको।
देखिए, जो इतना झूठ बोलते हैं और प्रोपेगेंडा की राजनीति करते हैं, जिनका नेता खड़ा होकर हिंदू धर्म के बारे में, देवी देवताओं के बारे में उल्टे सीधे बयान दे, और ये राम मंदिर के बारे में जो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के अपने बयान आप पुराने निकालोगे, साफ इनका चेहरा नजर आता है। दोहरी राजनीति करते हैं, बयान क्या देते हैं, बाद में वोट बैंक के लिए कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार होते हैं। ये बड़े बड़े बातें करते थे शिक्षा पे, बाकी शराब में घोटाले में इतनी गहराई में फंसे हुए हैं। मुख्य आरोपी कौन है? अरविंद केजरीवाल जी नहीं, सिसोदिया है, लेकिन किंग पिन कौन है? अरविंद केजरीवाल है। किसी भी फाइल पे आज तक साइन नहीं किए, लेकिन इनके कभी स्वास्थ्य मंत्री जेल में, कभी शिक्षा मंत्री शराब घोटाले में।
उनको तो लग रहा है कि चूंकि उनका ग्राफ बढ़ रहा है, कांग्रेस का गिर रहा है, बीजेपी को लग रहा है कि इस चुनाव में नहीं तो अगले चुनाव में खतरा बन सकती है, इसलिए आप उनको कुचलने में लग गए।
हम कांग्रेस जैसे राजनीतिक दल का सामना करके 2 बार पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ देश में सरकार बनाई। हमें इनका नहीं, लोकतंत्र में कोई भी आए, लेकिन ये अराजकता फैलाने वाले लोग हैं, ये अर्बन नक्सलिस्ट है, ये झूठ बोलकर बार बार यू टर्न मारने वाले लोग हैं। ये अरविंद केजरीवाल ने अराजकता की पहचान।
नहीं, पर ये ऐसे आइडिया देते ना, फिर बीजेपी सोचती कि हम इसमें क्या बोले। जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि जो करेंसी नोट है एक तरफ गांधी जी रखो, दूसरी तरफ गणेश जी या लक्ष्मी जी रख लो।
इनका चेहरा आपने देखा ना जी, राम मंदिर पे इनका क्या कहना था। आज भी दिल्ली में आप देखें 18,000 रुपया साल का किसको मिलता है? मौलवियों को मिलता है, क्या गुरुद्वारे के ग्रंथियों को मिलता है, मंदिर के पंडितों को मिलता है? नहीं मिलता। ये अरविंद केजरीवाल का दोहरा चेहरा है, दिखाने के लिए कुछ है, करने के लिए कुछ है। जो जो इनकी पार्टी से निकल के गए, आप किसी से बात कीजिए, अगर झूठ का पुलिंदा कोई है तो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी और आम आदमी पार्टी।
सर, दिल्ली में तो ये हवा फैलाने की कोशिश हो रही है कि हिमाचल प्रदेश का इलेक्शन बड़ा इजी है, कांग्रेस हो रही है, वो भारत जोड़ो यात्रा कर रही है, लेकिन हिमाचल में जो लोगों से बातचीत कर रहे हैं वो तो बता रहे हैं कि ज्यादा क्लोज और ज्यादा एक्साइटिंग इलेक्शन है।
कांग्रेस छोड़ो यात्रा चल रही है, कांग्रेस छोड़ो यात्रा। कांग्रेस के 4 वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट हिमाचल में हैं, 2 छोड़कर भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन कर गए। इनके कई सिटिंग विधायक भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन करके कांग्रेस पार्टी के, और इसके अलावा कई पूर्व मंत्री भारतीय जनता पार्टी में शामिल हुए हैं। ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कांग्रेस से मोह भंग हो चुका है, लोग कांग्रेस की नीतियों में विश्वास नहीं करते, और कांग्रेस आज एक भ्रष्ट राजनीतिक दल के रूप में जानी जाती है। और 2019 के बाद 2022 तक जो अपना राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष 3 साल तक नहीं चुन पाई, तो आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं देश भर की राजनीति में क्या हालत है।
पर ये भी तो फैक्ट है कि मैं देख रहा था कि 14 कम से कम कैंडिडेट्स ऐसे हैं जो कि बीजेपी के बागी हैं। तो ये प्रॉब्लम कोई सिर्फ कांग्रेस की थोड़ी है, छोटा स्टेट है, कंस्टिट्यूंसी छोटी है, पॉपुलेशन साइज कम है, ऐसे ही आपके पार्टी के सब बागी रहे, वो भी तो रूठे हुए, आप मना ही नहीं पा रहे अब तक उनको।
नहीं, बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो टिकट के दावेदार थे, निश्चित तौर पर वो एक बागी के रूप में या इंडिपेंडेंट के रूप में खड़े भी हुए, बहुत सारे लोग मान भी गए हैं। और मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जो काम है डबल इंजन की सरकार के, उसका लाभ भी हमें हिमाचल प्रदेश में मिलेगा। ईमानदार सरकार हमने हिमाचल प्रदेश में दी है, उपलब्धियां भरी दी है, जयराम जी ने शानदार काम यहाँ पे किया है।
नहीं, पर कुछ हद तक हमने ऐसा उत्तराखंड में भी देखा, गोवा में भी देखा कि छोटे राज्यों में बीजेपी की सरकार ज्यादा कुछ अच्छा परफॉर्म कर नहीं पा रही। उत्तराखंड में बार बार सीएम आपने बदला, यहाँ पे आपने गोवा में बार बार सीएम बदला, हिमाचल में आपने क्यों नहीं बदला?
हिमाचल प्रदेश में अच्छा काम किया तो सीएम बदलने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी।
नहीं, पर बहुत कुछ ज्यादा क्रांतिकारी काम भी नहीं किया, बड़ा ही एवरेज टाइप का काम किया। कोई खास ऐसी अच्छी परसेप्शन या अच्छी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पे पकड़ बनी हो या लोग बहुत खुश हो, मतलब जीतोगे तो आपको मोदी जी किनारे पहुंचा देंगे तभी जीतोगे आप।
नहीं, मोदी जी का तो बहुत बड़ा लाभ हिमाचल प्रदेश में मिलता है, लेकिन जयराम जी की सरकार ने, अगर आप कोविड के टाइम पे भी देखेंगे, चाहे हमारे कोविड वैक्सीनेशन की बात थी, हिमाचल प्रदेश नंबर 1 आया। आप अभी देखिए जिस जिला में आप बिलासपुर में खड़े हैं, एम्स इंस्टीट्यूट यहाँ पे बना है, मेडिकल कॉलेज से लेके अस्पताल बने हैं, पीजीआई सैटेलाइट केंद्र हो, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी हो, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस हो, IIT, IIM हो, IIT हो, ये सब 5 सालों में बने जी। और ये काम ही है। और इसके अलावा जो सड़कों का बनाया है वो कांग्रेस के मुकाबले 3 गुना ज्यादा सड़कें बनाने का काम किया है।
पर 37 साल से ये भी तो स्टेट का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड रहा है कि एक सरकार आती है दूसरी जाती है, एक आती है दूसरी जाती है। यहाँ के तो डिफॉल्ट वेन में ही ऐसा ही, मतलब यही उनका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड।
नहीं, ये होता होगा पहले, लेकिन अब नहीं होने वाला, क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने शानदार काम किया है। और मैं इसलिए कहना चाहता हूं, हमने काम किया है, काम करेंगे और फिर एक बार जनता के आशीर्वाद से डबल इंजन की सरकार बना के चहुमुखी विकास करेंगे।
जब डबल इंजन सरकार की बात होती है तो बीजेपी उदाहरण देती है बिलासपुर के इस ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंसेज एम्स की। इसे मानना पड़ेगा, बनाया तो आपने काफी अच्छा है।
मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद हिमाचल प्रदेश पर है। और जब आप डबल इंजन की बात करते हो तो मैं इतना जरूर कहूंगा, डबल इंजन की गाड़ी भाजपा संग पहाड़ी, और पहाड़ी राज्य है, पहाड़ी लोग बहुत दिल के सच्चे और पक्के होते हैं। ये एम्स जैसा मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट हो, पीजीआई सैटेलाइट केंद्र हो, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस हो, IIM हो, IIT हो, IIT हो, ये सब मोदी जी की देन है हिमाचल के लिए।
नहीं, बट जब भाषण चल रहे होते हैं, आप गांव में निकल के लोगों से बातचीत करो तो वो मोदी जी का जलवा तो मानते हैं, लेकिन वो कहते हैं यहाँ पे कुछ खास नहीं हुआ। इस तरह के कुछ आपके शोकेस प्रोजेक्ट्स है, आपने एम्स बनाया, IIM बनाया, लेकिन जो जमीन पे उनको दिखना चाहिए विकास, जो वोटर के दिल को जो विकास चाहिए, वो कहता है उतना नहीं आया, उतनी फीलिंग नहीं आई उसको।
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है राहुल जी। अगर आप देखिए 4 लेन हाईवे, रेलवे ट्रैक्स बनाना और साथ साथ में मेडिकल की सुविधाएं देना, एक नहीं 6 मेडिकल कॉलेज, एम्स जैसा अस्पताल, पीजीआई सैटेलाइट केंद्र, IIM, IIT, IIT, ये विकास की रफ्तार है, फिर भाजपा सरकार है। और ये विकास की रफ्तार और तेज होती है डबल इंजन की सरकार के साथ।
अगर आपकी सरकार को एक बार फिर से यहाँ पे आने का मौका मिलता है, अगले 5 साल के लिए आपका क्या प्लान है, क्या विजन है, क्या आप ऐसा कर पाएंगे जो इस दफा आप नहीं कर पाए?
मैं धन्यवादी हूँ, आपने सवाल पूछा।
हाँ।
जब मैं आज से 7 साल पहले अपने आप को एक MP के रूप में देखता हूँ तो मैं देखता हूँ कि क्या था।
ये तो आप ही ने बनवाया है।
एम्स सब मोदी जी का आशीर्वाद है, सब डबल इंजन की सरकार के कारण है, भाजपा के कारण है।
लेकिन प्रोजेक्ट्स के हिसाब से अगले 5 साल में क्या ऐसी चीजें हैं जो आप करना चाह रहे थे नहीं कर पाए, या और ऐसी चीजें जो इसके अलावा आप करना चाहते?
आपने अच्छा कहा, ये देवभूमि भी है, वीर भूमि भी है, अब इसको खेल भूमि बनाने का काम भी करेंगे। हाई एल्टीट्यूड ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स हो, खेल के मैदान हो, क्योंकि पहाड़ी लोग फिजिकल फिट भी बहुत होते हैं और अपनी प्रतिभा के साथ कर भी सकते हैं, और देश भर के लिए एक बड़ा केंद्र बन सकता है। तो खेल भूमि भी बने, उसके लिए क्या चाहिए? पर्यटन के केंद्र, मान लीजिए एम्स मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूट है, ये केवल हिमाचल के लिए, देश और दुनिया के लिए है। मेडिकल टूरिज्म की अपार संभावना है। गोबिंद सागर झील पर एडवेंचर टूरिज्म की बहुत संभावना है। आप रोइंग, कयाकिंग, कैनोइंग, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि कॉल डैम में NTPC ने, हमने स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया और NTPC ने मिलकर वहां पर रोइंग, कयाकिंग, कैनोइंग, ये सब के भी हमने सेंटर खोला है वाटर स्पोर्ट्स के लिए। यहाँ पे भविष्य के सितारे बन के होंगे। हाई एल्टीट्यूड ट्रेनिंग सेंटर पर एथलीट्स से साथ हम बाकी खेलों को आगे बढ़ाने का काम करेंगे।
ये तो अनुराग जी, एक तरफ बीजेपी बात करती है कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत की, यहाँ शिमला में तो आपने कांग्रेस का ही ऑफिस को बीजेपी का ऑफिस बना दिया।
देखिए, जब 4 वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट में से 2 वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट कांग्रेस के यहाँ पर आ जाएं, तो कांग्रेस छोड़ो यात्रा में ये दफ्तर भी छोड़ कर गए, उनको पता है कौन आने वाला है।
पर ये तो मैंने पहली बार सुना कि कांग्रेस का ऑफिस हुआ करता था, आपने बीजेपी का ऑफिस बना दिया।
चुनाव में ऐसा ही होता है। कभी किसी जमाने में शिमला की सीट कांग्रेस की होती थी, लेकिन वर्षों से अब ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के है। यहाँ के कार्यकर्ताओं ने मेहनत की और शिमला की जनता ने जो विकास देखा है, स्मार्ट सिटी, जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी का एक बहुत बड़ा योगदान शिमला के लिए है। यहाँ की सड़कें कैसे चौड़ी हुई, रास्ते कैसे बने, इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन कैसे हुए, और खूबसूरती जो शिमला की बड़ी है, एक के बाद दूसरा प्रोजेक्ट बड़ा यहाँ पर आया है।
और आप कह रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस के वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट आ रहे हैं यहाँ बीजेपी में, जो कि हो भी रहा है और बाकी लोग भी आ रहे हैं, पर उससे कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ताओं में नाराजगी भी है कि ये बाहर वालों को ले आते हैं फिर हमारे सर पे बैठा देते हैं, हम क्यों इनको टॉलरेट करें।
जो बाहर से आता है हमारी विचारधारा को भी जानने का अवसर मिलता है, हमारे कामकाज को देखता है और उसको विश्वास होता है कि जब हमने 8 साल पहले कहा था भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त शासन देंगे, सुशासन युक्त सरकार देंगे, और सुशासन युक्त सरकार हमने 8 वर्षों में दी। 10वें नंबर पे भारत की अर्थव्यवस्था थी, हमने 5वें नंबर पर पहुंचाई है। 3 करोड़ से ज्यादा गरीबों को पक्के मकान दिए, 12 करोड़ शौचालय बनाकर दिए, और तो और हर गांव हर घर को बिजली दी, 11 करोड़ रसोई गैस के सिलेंडर दिए, हर घर को नल से जल देने का काम किया, बैंक खाता भी खुलाया और 5 लाख का इलाज भी मुफ्त में दिया। हिमाचल प्रदेश में तो बिजली का बिल माफ 125 यूनिट तक और पानी का बिल भी माफ गांव में किया है। वहीं पर 60 साल वालों को पेंशन देने का भी काम किया।
वही तो केजरीवाल भी कर रहा है, बिजली और पानी मुफ्त वो करता है, तो आप बोलते हो कि रेवड़ी बांटता है। आप करो तो मतलब एकदम रेवड़ी नहीं है, वो आइसक्रीम है।
देखिए 5 लाख रुपए का जो इलाज करवाने की बात है, क्या गरीब अपनी जमीन बेचकर अपना इलाज करवाए? ये तो उसका हक है जो हम देने का काम कर रहे हैं। और हिमाचल उन राज्यों में से एक है जहां पर पनबिजली परियोजनाएं हैं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सरप्लस है और हम वहां पर अपने लोगों को लाभ दे रहे हैं। हम किसी के घाटे में चला के नहीं कर रहे, हम तो सरप्लस स्टेट हैं।
हम लोग शिमला के मॉल रोड पे हैं, शाम की सर्द हवा का मजा ले रहे हैं। अनुराग ठाकुर जी हमारे साथ हैं। यहाँ पे जिस तरीके से ये शहर ग्रो कर रहा है, क्या आपको लगता है कि एक ऐसा टाइम आएगा जहाँ पे मॉल रोड पे चल पाना या शिमला में रह पाना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल हो जाएगा?
मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा, क्योंकि यहाँ पर भी जितनी हाउसिंग है उतने ही रह सकते हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है इसको डीकंजेस्ट कहीं ना कहीं करने की आवश्यकता है। उसके लिए जो भी कदम उठाए जाए।
तो आपकी क्या स्ट्रेटेजी, क्या विजन है शिमला को डीकंजेस्ट?
देखिए, एक तो यहाँ पे पार्किंग की सुविधाएं बहुत की गई हैं, इसको जो हम केबल कार कहते हैं उसके जोड़ने का हमने प्रोजेक्ट भी पास करवाया, जिससे गाड़ियां अंदर नहीं आएंगी, बसें आपकी बहुत कम चल पाएंगी और आप केबल कार में बैठ के यहाँ पे कई एक सेंटर से दूसरे सेंटर तक पहुंच पाएंगे। उससे प्रदूषण भी कम होगा, पर्यटक के लिए एक आकर्षण का केंद्र भी होगा और स्थानीय लोगों को भी बसों का और टैक्सीज का इंतजार नहीं करना पड़ेगा। अपनी गाड़ियां भी जब नहीं चलाएंगे तो डीकंजेशन होगा। एक तो ये। दूसरा, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे दफ्तर ऐसे हैं जो शायद आज जैसे हर किसी को यहाँ पे होने की आवश्यकता नहीं हो सकती। हो सकता है कि किसी एक कोई विभाग ऐसा हो जिसको वहां से कहीं बाहर ले जाने का काम किया जाए, लेकिन वो बड़ी डिटेल में स्टडी करने की आवश्यकता है। इसको पर्यटन की दृष्टि से एक बड़ा आकर्षण का केंद्र और कैसे बनाएं।
हम लोग इस वक्त शिमला के मशहूर स्कैंडल पॉइंट पे हैं। मुझे ये बताइए कि आपने अपनी जिंदगी में सबसे स्कैंडलस चीज क्या की?
आपको इंटरव्यू देना।
अरे इसमें क्या स्कैंडल है बताइए? ये तो जबरदस्ती का स्कैंडल है, सच बताइए।
आपसे क्रिकेट मैच खेलना।
अच्छा, मैं यहाँ पे बता दूं लोगों को कि सर को आउट करना बड़ा मुश्किल है, इसलिए नहीं आउट नहीं होते, इसलिए कि मानते नहीं है कि मैं आउट हुआ। और उस टाइम पे तो बीसीसीआई के चीफ से तो बिल्कुल भी हुआ।
तो आपके साथ मैच खेलना, आपको इंटरव्यू देना है, कम स्कैंडल है क्या? पता नहीं इसमें से कौन सी बड़ी खबर बन जाएगी, कल की हेडलाइन बन जाएगी।
Anurag Thakur ji, you took out time to join us on the campaign trail during a busy campaign period. We thank you for that and wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Is it so hot and humid in your city that you're finding it difficult to fall asleep? Well, you are not alone. Hundreds and lakhs of people in India are facing this problem, and now it has been documented. It's now clear that heat waves are messing up our sleep patterns. This has to do largely with your body temperature in the night. Our bodies are tuned in to dropping body heat in the night to help us sleep. The hormone melatonin serves essentially as a natural alarm clock. When it's nighttime, it widens the blood vessels in our hands and feet to get rid of heat from our bodies. So what really happens when the air around us is too hot? When temperature goes up, deep sleep gets affected. Deep sleep for at least a few hours is the bare minimum we all.
Co-presented by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist.
गुजरात वालों 182 में से 150 सीट दे दो, सारे वादे पूरे करें।
वोट माटे केवा केवा खेल चाहता था, इन्हीं कोई सीमा नहोती भाई।
ये सब लोग कंस की औलाद हैं। मैं इनको बताना चाहता हूं, मेरा जन्म जन्माष्टमी के दिन हुआ था।
મારા માટે એવા અપશબ્દો વપરાય મોતના સોદાગરથી માણીને કશું બાકી ના રાખ્યું।
मैंने कहा मोदी मोदी के नारे क्यों लगा रहे हो? क्या दिया इन लोगों ने तुम्हें 27 साल में?
કાળો ભાંડવાનો જે કોન્ટ્રાક્ટ છે એમણે આઉટસોર્સ કરી દીધું છે, બીજાને આપી દીધું અને ગામડામાં જઈને બેઠું કામ એમણે ચાલુ કર્યું છે।
Hello and welcome then to this News Today special where we will have a special interview today with the Karnataka Chief Minister Vasavraj Bommai. But first, our top story today, and it's coming from Gujarat, where finally the Election Commission has announced the election schedule. That's right, the Prime Minister's home state will go to the polls in two phases on December 1st and December 5th. First phase, December 1, 89 seats. Second phase, 93 seats in Gujarat. Counting for Gujarat will now take place on December 8th, the same day as counting in Himachal. And this is, of course, a high-stakes battle, quite simply because of it is the Prime Minister's home state, a state the BJP has dominated for more than 2 decades. And because this time, it's not just the Congress that's taking on the BJP, but a possible X-factor in the Aam Aadmi Party. Take a look at the battle for Gujarat. So what's at stake in this battle for Gujarat? Joining me now, Gaurav Bhatia, the BJP spokesperson, Rohan Gupta of the Congress. We hope to be joined by Rakesh Hirpara of the Aam Aadmi Party, Professor Sandeep Shastri of the Lokniti Network, premier political scientist, Vice Chancellor Jagran Lake City University, and Yashwant Deshmukh, leading cephalogist. But first to you, Gaurav Bhatia, would I be right in saying that this is a particularly high prestige battle for the BJP? Prime Minister's Karma Bhumi, Janma Bhumi, Amit Shah's Karma Bhumi, Janma Bhumi, a state which you haven't lost for more than 25 years. The stakes are very high for the BJP.
Rajdeep, first of all, I would say that yes, definitely. We are very proud of the fact that under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi ji, Gujarat has given a Gujarat development model not just to India but to the world. And for us, election is not an election. It is a report card from the people of that particular state where they assess our performance and our dedication towards them. I must say, just like the National President JP Nadda ji has tweeted today, we are very confident of creating history and winning both the elections, Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh as well. And the reason is very simple. We don't question the constitutional bodies like the Election Commission of India, which Congress and Aam Aadmi Party are doing. We only believe in serving the people of the state. And in 2017, when the results were declared, Rajdeep, I remember you saying the line, for the BJP and the Congress, both, the glass is half full. The BJP is forming the government and Congress has also fared well. But this time I must say that we will create history. And just like the left in West Bengal, I remember it would be the 7th victory in a row and pro-incumbency would become the trend.
Okay. So what you're saying when you say create history again and again, presumably you want to defeat Madhav Singh Solanki's record when he won 149 seats in 1985. So the BJP wants a 3/4 victory. Interestingly, you're referring to the Gujarat model just 2 days or a few days after what's happened in Morbi, which has cast a shadow in a way on some aspects of that model. But Rohan Gupta, would you agree that compared to 2017, the Congress is in a weaker position? Then there was a sense of a partidar revolt against the BJP. The BJP appeared on the back foot. This time, the BJP, perhaps compared to 2017, would you agree is in a better place? And the Congress, because of internal problems, has not been able to get its act together?
No, I don't think I will agree with that, Rajdeep, because if you see the ground situation in Gujarat right now, I think BJP is, in a worse position in last 27 years. I'll tell you the 18 different groups are doing agitations in Gujarat for their demands, whether it is Anganwadi workers or contract employees or laborers or whatever. 18 different groups. This has never happened in Gujarat. If you see the track record of this government, they were compelled to change the whole government, including the CM. You tell me, Rajdeep, if they had performed well, if they were confident, why any party will change the whole government, including the CM? Because they were fearing the big loss. And let me remind you, 2017, Rajdeep, all the TV channels, they were not confident of more than 36 seats for Gujarat Congress. I think this time you will see that the undercurrent is different. People are absolutely not happy. Congress is doing ground campaign more. Perception is BJP is overconfident because of that perception. But if you see these last 5 years, the drug scandal, the paper leak, the Hush tragedy, the Morbi Khan, the COVID mismanagement, people on ground are absolutely unhappy with BJP. And I think I was listening to BJP Pravakta. He was talking about being confident. You can be confident when you have delivered something to the people of Gujarat. I think this is your overconfidence. And people of Gujarat, they brought you to 2-digit last time. It will ensure that that arrogance and overconfidence this time will be shattered by people of Gujarat. And Morbi was the last example of their arrogance. Morbi was the last example of their arrogance, where they even now, after I think maybe 96 hours, no action has been taken.
So what you're saying is that there is an undercurrent that you're hoping will be anti-incumbency, BJP talking of pro-incumbency. But interestingly, there's a third factor this time in Gujarat, and the third factor is the Aam Aadmi Party. Rakesh Hirpara, is the Aam Aadmi Party punching above its weight? Do you really believe that you can challenge the BJP? You are a party which in 2017 lost your deposits in all the seats you contested. Yes, there seems to be a lot of attraction at the moment for AAP, but will the attraction translate into votes? Do you have the ground level organization to actually challenge the BJP in the way Mr. Kejriwal is attempting?
Yes, thank you, Rajdeep. Aam Aadmi Party is completely ready for the election. We have been raising the real issues of Gujarat like education, health, unemployment, inflation, farming, etc. continuously. The robust organization and booth level structure are ready. And more than all of this, the people of Gujarat are ready. People want to teach BJP a lesson this time, and this time people have an honest alternative in form of Aam Aadmi Party. So people are going to vote for Aam Aadmi Party, their own party, wholeheartedly. So we are very confident about our organization is ready, booth level structure is ready, and as I said, people are ready.
Let me know, the political parties of course will all claim that they're all ready, but Yashwant Deshmukh, you've done a couple of surveys earlier. I won't come to your latest numbers, but I'm looking at your earlier survey numbers, and those earlier survey numbers clearly show, Yashwant Deshmukh, that the BJP is well ahead of its rivals, and AAP is growing in vote share, but not necessarily in seats. And the Congress is, in a sense, losing out because the AAP is taking a section of its vote share, the anti-incumbency vote share. Would I be right in putting these as the broad trends that have emerged so far in Gujarat?
Broadly, yes. Actually, on one section, I agree with the Congress spokesperson, Rajdeep, that there is significant anti-incumbency on the ground. No doubt about that. But having said that, when we ask the question, do you really want to change this government? A huge number of them say that we are angry, but we are not likely to change the government. And that is primarily because of not having enough clarity on the opposition grounds. Please remember, Rajdeep, when we look at the last assembly election, the 99 and 77 tally looks pretty close. But if you look into the vote share, the gap is almost like 9% between the BJP and the Congress. And that is the skewed vote share of urban versus rural, as you have mentioned many times on your program. But Radhi, please understand the statistical problem that the Congress is facing right now. Our tracker that we do routinely for ABP, our tracker shows that every 100 votes that Aam Aadmi Party is likely to fetch, 75 approximately are coming from the Congress and 25 from the BJP. What does that mean, Rajdeep? That broadly speaking, if Aam Aadmi Party even polls 10% votes, then the gap between Congress and the BJP increases by 5%. So the issue is not whether Congress is doing good or BJP is doing good. The issue is how much Aam Aadmi Party is getting the traction in these elections. And if Aam Aadmi Party polls even 10% vote, this gap of 5 years back that was 10% between Congress and the BJP, it will become 15%. And that is where the arithmetic and all the calculations go for a toss as far as Congress is concerned.
Very, very interesting there, because let us just take a look at what happened in 2017. Just a reminder, the BJP won 99 seats. Their seats rather dipped below 100 for the first time since 1995 when they've been winning elections. Congress won 77. So the gap was a narrow one. The Aam Aadmi Party could not open its account. The BJP got 49% vote share, Congress 41, Aam Aadmi Party 0.1. But of course, Aam Aadmi Party has grown. The question, do you agree, Professor Shastri, the X factor in this election is AAP. The more AAP grows, do you go along with Yashwant Deshmukh that it grows only at the Congress's expense? So 3 out of every 4 votes that the AAP gets at Congress's expense? Or do you believe the AAP is a party which can damage both the BJP and the Congress in this election?
Lokniti has also come out with a study which we have called the Gujarat Governance Report, which is being reported in the media also. We also believe that the AAP has been eating into the Congress vote, and it has also eaten into the BJP vote. Our study shows that the BJP vote also seems to have dipped a bit. Not sufficient for it to be voted out of power. It still has an advantage. And what our findings show is that the AAP vote share is very close to the Congress vote share. And I think the real alarm bells should be ringing for the Congress in terms of the fight for the opposition space in Gujarat. I think that seems to be the big story of the as the election is unfolding. And finally, Rajdeep, today in the Hindu, there is also a piece which I have authored from our survey, which says the real factors which seem to be influencing the Gujarat result or the Gujarat election is the fight between the national leaders. It seems to be a fight between Narendra Modi and Kejriwal as being projected, and the Congress still seems to be trying to get a foothold in the campaign. But it seems to be largely revolving around national figures and national issues. And maybe it's to the BJP's advantage because there's clearly a visible anti-incumbency which they would like to circumvent by the type of projection that is happening.
That's an interesting point that I want to take to you, Gaurav Bhatia. Is the BJP fighting this election still in the name of Narendra Modi? Mr. Modi is no longer the Chief Minister of Gujarat. The fact is, just 12 months ago, you changed your Chief Minister, you changed your entire cabinet. Many would say this was a signal that your party had somewhere failed at the state level. Therefore, you want to bring in Mr. Modi as your Brahmastra, if I may call it that, because your local level outfits have failed. There is anti-incumbency against MLAs, against state government. So you need Mr. Modi. Would you agree this election for the BJP is now going back to Mr. Modi to pull it off for you?
Radhi, first of all, it's a matter of pride for not just the Bharatiya Janata Party Karyakartas, but for every citizen of the country that we have a leader like Shri Narendra Modi ji. Yes, he's definitely our Brahmastra. And we have a Brahmastra, and I think the people have been blessing the Bharatiya Janata Party because of him. But let's not forget, double engine ki sarkar. Why do we say that? Because it's not as if we have a government in a state and we have an honest chief minister who's performing. His hard work is not rewarded by the people. Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa.
But if it is a double engine sarkar, sorry to interrupt, why did you then replace your chief minister? But why did you replace your chief minister then just 12 months ago? Replace the whole cabinet. If it is a double engine sarkar that functions so effectively, you change the driver of one of those engines. Clearly something was wrong.
Rajdeep, you must read the Bhagavad Gita. You know, Lord Krishna said that Shresht bhi Uttam ban sakta hai. So, you may be very good. You may become the best. And our workers and leaders, they do not lust for power like the Congress party and the most corrupt Aam Aadmi party. We are here to serve the people of Gujarat and other states, as well as when there is a change, nobody complains. They play a different role within the organization. But having said that, now let me make a few points rebutting the points made by the Congress as well as the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. One, you know, we must not forget the way they target the Election Commission of India, the Supreme Court of India, the Parliament, the Prime Minister office, even the army, and the people of the country as well, because they do not have faith in the systems that are there in place. And if they have a problem with the Election Commission of India, why is it that Ashok Gehlot and Bhupesh Baghel not resign forthwith? They should resign because it is the same Election Commission of India which had the elections under their leadership. Second, they talk about undercurrent and silent voters. I remember in 2017, Gujarat also, Uttar Pradesh, they were talking about undercurrent and silent voters. Uttar Pradesh is a classic example. They contested 399 seats. They forfeited their deposits in 387. And after the results are declared, their leaders are nowhere even to discuss the failures. Rather, sometimes they pop up to say it's their moral victory. Now coming to the Aam Aadmi Party, what is the Papi Aap model? I'm asking you, I charge Arvind Kejriwal that he is actually guilty of dereliction of duty. We are all seeing how stubble burning is happening in Punjab and he is rushing to Gujarat. His deputy CM is accused number one in a corruption scandal. His minister has not been granted bail in the last 5 months.
So it's interesting that you're saying that Arvind Kejriwal is spending more time in Gujarat than he is in Delhi. So sorry, because I want to go to the others as well and give them equal time. I have limited time. You're saying that